The renaming operation in SQL, that means renaming operation using this ask clause. Ask, that means old name is renamed as new name. Old name is renamed as new name. That is the renaming operation. For example, find the names of all instructors who are drawing salary higher than some instructor from CSE. That means in the CSE department, we have two members and their drawing salary 6,50,000 and 6,37,000. That means the question is like this: find the names of all instructors who are drawing salary higher than some instructor from CSE. In that case, some instructor means here this James is drawing the least salary in computer science department. So every instructor who is drawing salary which is greater than 6,37,000 will be qualified in that. That means here what you are going to do is here you are going to take the cross product of instructor and instructor. That means if you want to draw the least amount, that means you are going to take an instructor cross instructor. So you cannot have instructor cross instructor. For that, what you are going to do is instructor as T and instructor as S. That means you are going to have two names. That means you are renaming this instructor as T and you are going to rename this instructor as S. Now you are going to have T cross S. That means you here when you are doing this, that will be having 8 tuples. That means this belongs to S and this belongs to T. That means here we are having 4, here also we are having 4. Okay, then that is the result of that. When you are taking the cross product of instructor as T and instructor as S, that means T cross S. That means instructor cross instructor. In that case, T dot salary here, this is the salary field here for T and this is another salary field. The meaning is here find the names of all instructors who are drawing salary higher than some instructor from CSE. That means some instructor. Here we are going to compare the salary here and salary here. And T dot salary should be greater than S dot salary, and at the same time this S dot department name should be CSE. So that is written here. That means select name from instructor as T and instructor as S. T dot salary should be greater than S dot salary. So this salary should be greater than this salary. That means here we have tuples like 101, Srinivas CSE 6,50,000. Again 101, Srinivas CSE 6,50,000. And likewise here 5 into 5, so 25 tuples are there for this T cross S. From those tuples you are going to select those tuples. From those set of tuples we are going to select where T dot salary. That means here if this tuple has to be selected, then the T dot salary should be greater than S dot salary. T dot salary should be greater than S dot salary, and this is the department name. Department name should be CSE. Department name should be CSE. So that is T dot salary greater than S dot salary and S dot department is equal to CSE. From those tuples we are going to select name. Here one thing you should remember, the name should be, here you have two fields, so here T dot name. Here T dot name has to be selected. T dot name from instructor as T and instructor as S, where T dot salary greater than S dot salary and S dot department name equal to CSE. So this is the renaming of supports string operations. For example, these are the wildcard entries. That means Here percentage means any matches any character string. Percentage means any string which is having 0 or more characters. Percentage. And underscore means a single character. Percentage means a string of characters. For example, find the names of all instructors whose name contain the string in. And I am going to have write a query for this. Select name from instructor, and means I am going to select the name of all persons, name of all instructors where that name contains in. That means where name like what is that? Percentage in percentage. That means percentage means a string. After that, in followed by another string. That means a string. That means in a substring in should be there in that name. That means percentage means to the left of that in there can be a string, and to the right of that another string can be there. That means yes, a in, that means this in is in between two strings. That means where name like here equal to is replaced by like. Equal to and like are different. In string operations we use like. So name like percentage in percentage means in which is in between two percentages. Here this Srinivas, that means this is having in, so that is qualified, and this Einstein also contains in. Hobart is not having in, James is not having in, this is also, so that will return Srinivas and Einstein. Okay, so pattern intro percentage, this is intro percentage means it is starting with intro, and after this intro a substring, a string. That means matches all strings starting with intro. That means that is the definition. Intro percentage. Percentage come percentage means matches all strings containing come. That means covers a part of that, a substring of that string. That means whether it is in the beginning, whether it is at the end, or in between you can have. Then this is the hyphen indicates a character. Here three hyphens indicate any three character string. So suppose that where name like, if you give this there, what will happen? It will return all the instructors, names of all the instructors whose name contains three characters only. Three characters only. But here three characters followed by a string means here three characters. That means at least three characters should be there. So where name like three underscores followed by percentage means all are displayed. All the names are displayed. Why? All of the names are having three or more characters. That means this is exactly three character. This is three character plus, that means at least three character. And this string operations, as far as SQL is concerned, it also supports concatenation. Concatenation operation is this one. Two strings can be combined. Then there are facilities for finding the string length, etc., etc. See here the most widely used one is this percentage substring percentage. That means if you want to search, that means in a file if you want to search for a particular substring, you can have a statement like where name like percentage, that substring percentage. We are continuing with ordering the display of tuples. For example, select name from instructor ordered by name means here if you want to display the names of all instructors up to this point, that means select from instructor, that will display all the names. So if you want that to be in sorted form, so what you have to do is select name from instructor order by name means that depending on the name you will sort it. sort it in ascending order. By default, this will be ascending order, not in descending order. So suppose that if the names has to be sorted in descending order, what you have to do is here append this. That means select name from instructor, order by name descending. That means here without this it will display all the names in ascending order. Then definitely this Einstein will be the first one. Then Hobart, James, Srinivas and Vishnu. And if it is descending order in the reverse, that means in descending order. So if you want to have that, you can have like this descending order, descending. So can sort by multiple attributes. Suppose that you want to display the name and department name, name and department name. That means both of these fields have to be displayed, and from that means select name department name from instructor. Order by name department name means first of all it will sort these names in ascending order, names in ascending order, and then it will sort by using department. That means this will be sorted in ascending order. That means here these two name department name. This is the table you are going to display, and in that you have to sort it in ascending order using. That means Einstein will be displayed. Then after that Hobart, then James, then after that Srinivas and then Vishnu, and depending next is by department name means the first department is CSE, then afterwards like that. So you can have two. Another one is order by name ascending and department name descending. That also is possible. So this is the way ordering the display of attributes can be done. Now we are going to discuss some where class predicates. Here we are going to discuss between. Select name from salary, where salary between 4 lakh and 7 lakh. That means between this and this. This between and these two are the two reserved words. So you have to have between, and after that the two limits. That means this is the bottom limit and the top limit, and that should be separated by and. Salary between 4 lakh and 7 lakh. So automatically apart from this, these two are qualified. Okay. And see now tuple comparison. So this is regarding between, and tuple comparison means select name department name from instructor teachers. As I told you, when you separate these two relations or tables using comma, then automatically the cross product is taken. That means instructor cross teachers, and in that instructor ID course ID should be equal to teachers ID. CSE means here this instructor ID should be equal to course ID, teachers.id, and course ID should be equal to CSE. That is the meaning of this. That means for comparing two attributes, two sets of ID, here you can have a statement like instructor ID equal to teachers ID, teachers.id, and course ID equal to CSE. That means separating those two, can have instructor ID equal to teachers.id and course ID equal to CSE. So for that, in simple terms, you can have this is a tuple and this is another tuple. This is not a tuple, this is a combination of two attributes. This is another combination of two attributes. Then you are going to check whether these two are equal, and again you are checking these two are equal. So that's all about where class predicates. Now we are discussing aggregate functions. These are the most commonly used aggregate functions: minimum, maximum, average, sum and count. So these are the most widely used aggregate functions. For example, find the average salary of computer science teachers. So for that you are going to retrieve the details of computer science teachers. That means select from instructor where department name equal to CSE. Then all the information, all the tuples where department name equal to CSE, is retrieved, and among that average of salary. From that table, you are going to find the average of AVG of salary, and that is displayed. Okay. Next is find the number of, that means suppose that this AVG is not here. Suppose that this AVG is not here, what will happen? Select salary from instructor where department equal to CSE. So here we have two instructors who belongs to computer science department, and those two, the salary of those two persons will be displayed, and when this is also added, the average of those two attributes or average of those two tuples will be calculated and displayed. Now find the total number of instructors. So select star from instructor. Select star from instructor. Without this count, if you print select star from instructor, what will happen? The instructor table as such is retrieved. Okay, select star from instructor means that instructor table as such is displayed. So from that count of this means the number of tuples in that relation. So select the total number of instructors, that is same as the number of tuples in this relation. That is why count star from instructor. Okay, going to discuss group by clause. Group by clause, for example, suppose that if you have a question or correlate, find the average salary of inspectors for each department. That means here we have a number of departments: CSC, ME, EEE, and ME. So if you want to retrieve the average salary of each department, so first of all you have to group by department name. So that is done here, group by department name. That means from select department name and salary, that means average of salary will calculate again. So department name average, that means without this average function, select department name salary from instructor, group by department name. That means you are grouping depending on department name. So we have a group which is having CSC, which have another group which is having ME, another group. So we have a total of 4 groups. So CSC department only is having 2 elements, and all others are having only a single tuple. So after that, average of salary as average salary means here this is already grouped by department name. You have already grouped by department name, and once you have grouped this, average of salary is taken from that group only. So not the entire table. So here we have 2 tuples from the computer science department, and you are going to take the average of salary for that 2 tuples only. Okay, so this is the way you can group by group. You can use this group by a clause for finding out the average salary of instructors for each department. Okay, suppose that we are going to display department name and average salary only if the average salary of this employee or average salary of a particular department is greater than some fixed amount. For example, find the average salary of instructors of each department where average salary is greater than say 4,50,000. Okay, suppose that you have a query like this. So some minor modification here is needed. Select department name, average salary as average salary from instructor, group by department name, group by having what? AVG of salary greater than 4,20,000. Okay, that's it.